Tick-tock, tick-tock.
It's all happening.
Two boys and a massive weekend ahead of motor racing. Could have gone anywhere that way. Hey, welcome back, everybody. The Fast Lane with John and myself, Ryan. Let's talk all things Fast Lane. It's been a busy week back at the Fast Lane HQ, where we are planning our domination of Simola Hill Climb next week with various sponsors. A huge thanks to Breitling and OneBet making this possible. And of course, as we head towards next weekend, and importantly, the Hill Climb, we start to look at the amazing landscape of niceness, the playground and background to the Halo Racing team's all-important weekend next weekend. But before we get there, John, let's talk a little bit about what we can expect motor racing this weekend. We've got MotoGP that's back.
Yeah, MotoGP in Jerez, Spanish Grand Prix. Jerez. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be one of the races to watch. Spanish motorcycle fans come out in their thousands to watch this event. Obviously, a lot of Spanish top riders competing, not bullfighters, but, you know, kind of brave like a bullfighter, I suppose, with these machines that they're flying around in. Yeah. But Pedro Acosta being one of the up-and-coming superstars that's racing for Gas, they're talking now already they want to put him to the A-team, being the KTM Works team. So luckily Brad doing well. They won't take his seat, but I mean, this youngster is a talent. If they want to keep him in the team, they've got to offer him the best bike. But he's right up there. So it's so exciting at the moment, MotoGP.
Another big weekend, another big lot of local motor racing as well. We've got the National Series down in Cape Town.
Yeah, Power Series again, it's back, and a lot of thrills and spills there. You just see so many different formulas competing, so many different manufacturers involved. And it's where the sort of the younger generation get the opportunity to step towards going nationally before hopefully racing international. But we see a lot of GT cars there. We've seen a lot of bikes, two wheels. Also, what we actually forget, and we spoke about last time, is the guys that have those little car stalls and stuff that sit there in the wind and the whole day. Shame, you know, support those guys.
Do you know that's what I go for?
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know, I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys that spend the whole day there trying to sell these cars. So support these guys. Go buy a car.
They've got not only the model cars, they've got like a whole lot of goodies for kids. Kids play area there as well. The cool drinks, the little stalls that they have. And to your point, they come in week in, week out, and they sit there in all kinds of conditions to try and sell their goods. So go and support that. Also, a lot of buzz on the Formula One scene. It is plentiful. Starting, of course, with Valtteri the Mullet Bottas in Cape Town to do a bit of mountain biking with his girlfriend, and all over the place, having a lekker braai vleis, just enjoying Cape Town hospitality. Yeah,
I hope he's getting well taken care of, as we do as South Africans generally. But I mean, it's such a cool thing to have him here. He's riding the gravel bike at some race. I'm not sure what it's called, but his wife, or his girlfriend, is a very good cyclist, so she keeps him fit. But he's like, come out of his shell, you know.
He's a new person.
Like, you know, obviously driving for Mercedes, we want to hear one click, and everyone must be, you know, it's like this. And now at stake, he's just like these alter egos come out.
Correct. And, he's enjoying a steak on the barbie.
Not a shrimp.
No.
But it's so cool to see him here, and it's a pity that I suppose he's in and out, because he's got to go to Miami next. And we also know Miami is like the who's who come out to that race. Tickets are apparently through the roof to get in there. We see Ferrari doing a special livery to pay tributes to Alberto Ascari, I think it's Alberto Ascari.
Yeah, the blue.
The blue. And also saw Niki Lauda wearing the blue, and John Surtees, which is the a former champion that won on 2 wheels and 4. So I think it's going to be great to see that car in those colors. Mercedes coming up with upgrades, hoping to get a little bit closer to the front. McLaren looking really good. So we've got it's all to play for in Miami. Different kind of circuit to what we've been to.
From Miami to a lot more, of course, closer to home, we've got the Simola Hill Climb next weekend.
Yes, but also something quite interesting, before we go to Simola, we are sponsoring, the Fast Lane is sponsoring the Porsche Club Cape Run.
Yay!
And I'm so excited.
From where to where?
So they're going out to Wellington Paarl, so it's quite a different route to the normal Franschhoek Pass, but we've got so many options of where we can go. But always a nice route, and then heading back towards lunch at Mirandal, where the cars will be on display. So if you're in the area, come and see us, come and say how's it, come see the cars, come sit in the cars. It's really cool, about 40 plus cars.
Nice.
very exciting.
Very cool boss at Merendale as well. Nice area.
Yeah, they've got a nice
well.
setup there. Yeah. So, cars will be on display there at lunchtime. But moving on to the hill climb, lots happening. I mean, we've been flat out trying to get this all together. We took a gamble with the tires, with the semi-slicks, but so far, you said this morning, the weather looking great.
Sun will shine on us out at Simola and the hill climb at Neisner. Looking at the Team Halo Racing, it's quite I look at the team setup and I see the cars we've got, a Ferrari 458 and a McLaren 720S. Obviously, the 458, you will pilot, Garth will pilot the McLaren, and all the various sponsors involved. A very special weekend for our guests and our friends from Sunlam Private Wealth, who will join us on the Saturday and Saturday evening for a very special evening. Can't wait for that, of course. Yeah. Willie from OneBet and his team that will be there, as well as the Melon Mobile crew, Magmaster, who have helped us get the car ready for the tracks, both cars ready for the track, Oakley, who've made us our eyes and protected our eyes over the weekend, and to Alex and the amazing team at Puma for always making sure we look absolutely incredible as a team at the event on the weekend. It's I mean, those are just if you look at all those, the partnerships, all the people that are involved, we're in for a fun, irrespective of what the cars do, we're in for a fun weekend.
No, we're spoiled, and we're going to definitely look the part, up and down the pit grid. I think we'll take first place for looking the business in terms of the outfit of the teams, and you've been with me. I mean, we saw last year, I mean, these guests are in for a treat. I mean, it's so hard to explain it to people, but I'm getting really excited. It's also nice to see some of the former greats that used to compete, Dion being one of them, Dion Jabé.
Let's get hold of Dion Jabé. Let's phone the skid mark up on the show.
Do you think he'll share some inside tips? I mean, he's been up the hill a few times. Do you think he's going to share with his team, or do you think he's going into race mode where it's like, I can't share?
Let me put it this way. Dion, as we speak, is testing.
Oh, really?
He's testing his BMW at Girotech. Is it Girotech?
Yes.
The Girotech track, they are getting rid of all
it's funny, he told me he doesn't test. He's just a natural.
Yeah, they're getting rid of all their extra weight on that vehicle. And he will be...
Shame, how much running is Dion doing?
Dion Jabé, WhatsApp audio. You're live on the podcast. There he is, the skid mark. How's it, bud? Oh, hold on. Let's go there. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, good. Modern technology. I'm standing on the skid plane at Girotech.
Told you.
We're busy doing a shakedown with the car I'm driving at the hill climb, which is the BMW i5. So it's quite exciting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
John and I were driving that BMW i5 from Tiger Valley BMW the other day. Dion, that car is an absolute beast, right? So off the line, you are
incredible,
flying off the line, four-wheel drive, pace off the line. You've done this hill climb before. Dion, John hasn't done this hill climb. Talk us through the hill climb from launch, right? You got in the i5, you launch you off the line.
So the most interesting thing about the hill climb is how little time you have to prepare yourself for the actual run, and how quick it's all over, So the 1 minute you're still standing in the pits, and the next thing you watching the car in front of you go, and then you have to sort of we used to sort of longer time for adjustment, like a warm up lap and this and that, and so that's my biggest problem, is getting sort of, they call it hyped up or focused or whatever. And then there's the start. And for this year, I won't have any launch problems because this car will just launch repeatedly.
Yeah,
but the first corner is very important. And I found that if I didn't get a good start, then I would be a bit upset, and I would struggle to do the first corner properly, because the first corner is a difficult one, but it's almost flat.
Okay.
So funny, because people watch the hill climb and they think it's very simple and it's very short, but it's actually quite difficult. There's like 3 opportunities to maximize on something, and obviously the launch is critical at the hill climb because of the slightly uphill start. It really favors 4-wheel drive cars. You can't compete with the rear-wheel drive car. Is your car, John, 4-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?
No, it's rear-wheel drive. Yeah,
he's got the Ferrari 458.
So you're going to have a little bit of a launching issue. So like last year with the Type R, it was quite difficult to get a good start. And the year before that, I had an M4, which was rear-wheel drive also. And if I mess it up, I would just wheel spin all the way to the first corner, and it's sort of upsetting, because that your run isn't good because the start's so critical. So John's going to have to really work out how he's going to start that car, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, Dion, if I look at your hill climbs that you've had, you've taken almost everything up that hill climb. Some of the most powerful rear-wheel drive cars in the world. I mean, people would not be seen dead going up there in a SVR Jag or at the stage when it came out. The XJR supercharged version. I mean, you blazed it up there. That thing just lights its back wheels up all the time.
Yes, we actually changed the back tires halfway through the hill climb because it was using them up, and the back tires on a very powerful car need to be new, and so I'm kind of glad I don't have a launch problem this year, because this thing just does it all, you know, just starts easy.
No problem. I suppose
so
the challenge.
I can focus on the rest of it.
The challenge you'll have.
So I've only ever driven like standard road cars. I've never driven a racing car up the hill like Rechot's going to drive, or some of those guys, you know. So and we're also not allowed tire warmers. So cold. It's also cold tires for us, you know.
Absolutely.
For all the road car guys, yeah.
Dion, listen, we talk about this event being such a fun event, a family event. One of, in fact, it stands alone really at the moment because it's the only event of its kind in the country, really. But what a good weekend it is. I mean, everything about the weekend at Simola is very special.
Yeah, absolutely. I call it like a fashion show with motor racing.
True.
So there's all these dressed up people, and it's a beautiful environment that Simola Country Club and all that in those houses, you know. Because that's the other thing. You go up the hill and it's you know it's actually quite radical, and then you come back through all these beautiful houses, that beautiful view, and it's like quite surreal because most racetracks aren't such a beautiful area, you know. And so the whole event is. Well, I think it's without. I want to say it's the best event of any kind in the country.
Yes.
But maybe I'm exaggerating.
No, I agree.
I think it's great. It's like.
And I think we get to see all the past and present competitors, Dion, which is so nice because we don't all see each other so much these days. So it's always nice to catch up at the event.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Actually, a lot of the guys have retired to Neisner as well.
Sure.
So we get to catch up with those guys. Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's a wonderful area, wonderful race. Can't wait.
I can't wait to catch up with you again, bud. Thanks again. And to everybody, I know that he's up there with Dion, specifically with BMW in that i5. Halo Racing will be up there. Car Magazine will be there in the all-new Mercedes-Benz Viano. We're taking that up there for the weekend as well, just to prove that everything can fit into that.
Car.
Perfect car for the team. You know that's my favorite car, Dion.
You know, the thing is, yes, the thing is that the hill climb also has all kinds of different cars. So there's all kinds of weird cars there. It's not just, the entries are rigorously controlled to be interesting. So
absolutely. Yeah. Love it. Dion, can't wait to chat to you live in the flesh next week.
Thanks
from
so much,
Simola. Thanks, bud. Ciao.
Cheers, Dion.
Bye. Here we go. Dion Hubert with us. John, quickly, I've been driving the all-new Roller Luxury Collection. They've got an A45S AMG in the collection. Let's just have a quick little look and my take after I pulled over to the side of the road so you and I can have a quick conversation. Let's have a quick look. Geez, John, at the home of motor racing in the Western Cape, Killarney International Motorway, with this, the car of the week. We're in the pits, and obviously there's cars coming through the pits at the moment. Major international racing, or rather national racing, this coming weekend. But this is the car I've been in this week. Roller Luxury Collection, the A45S. This is the facelifted version. This one with really low mileage, just under 20,000 Ks on the clock, sitting at around R1 million. You and I talk about entry level of cars these days being around the R1 million mark. This is incredible. I think of this car, I think of what Mercedes-Benz are trying to do with this vehicle. Hot hatch market, we know it's a hot market.
Yeah, very competitive.
Right? Very competitive. Yeah. For $1 million, it gets you into a lot of cars. This is an incredible vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, like we've always spoken about, I quite enjoy these like racer boy kind of cars. And I mean, the rear diffuser, the wing, the front, and it's everything works.
Low profile tires.
Red calipers.
All the little diffusers and splitters.
Look at this. I mean, look at this.
Look at this.
Formula One.
Era.
You know.
Yeah. I look so much quicker. I'm not even moving anywhere. The car just looks like it's going fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going fast. Listen, I'm going to get honest with you. An SUV any day of the week, buddy. An SUV.
But it's been nice to see you in something like this, to be honest. You're normally quite high up. It's nice to have you low down for a change.
This environment right now is the perfect one. At Kalani International Raceway, it fits in beautifully.
Yeah.
The sound and noises of these cars coming past, it really does look the part here. Importantly, if I wanted to go around the track at one hell of a pace, I could.
Yep.
At the same time, hop in this car and take a nice quiet drive home. This is a great car. I like it a lot. But give me an SUV any day. There's plenty to choose from. Obviously, Roller Luxury Collection. But John, the A45S, my vehicle this week for the fast lane. There we go. Check that. I love that car. It's a pocket rocket.
Yes.
I forget that I'm so used to SUVs that I graunch. I love that word. Graunch.
You have to get down low.
One time I met this goose. I met him, he graunched. Insert lips that are kissing you. That's a graunch.
Goes well with the AMG.
Thank you. Better.
It's been a while since I've seen you go that low.
How low can you go? I go low, shorty. Okay, listen, take care, everybody. I'm sorry that freaked me out a little as well. Have a great week until we see you and to chat to you next, live from Simola for the Hill Climb. Huge thanks again to everyone that's involved with that. Sunland Private Wealth, our friends at Mellon Mobile, of course, not forgetting Villy and the team at OneBet, as well as in the incredible support team behind the scenes as well. To Breitling, I will be having something special on my wrist. It's the first one of its kind in the country from Breitling. Watch this space. It'll be on my wrist as we speak. It's in transit, and it'll be in South Africa next week. From Geneva to
what a trip.
Germany, from Germany to London, from London to yeah, by next week. We'll talk about that next week on the podcast. Like, subscribe, be a part of the community. Again, thanks to Puma and Oakley. We'll catch you from Simola next week. Bye-bye.